So the other day I was scrolling YouTube and saw a video by Action Retro where he turns his graphics card into a read and writable drive. And well, I have 32 gigs of VRAM available. Why not take 20 of it, turn it into a drive, and boot up a Linux virtual machine directly inside my GPU? What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so first we need to actually install the thing. We are going to type in GPU RAM drive, and it's going to be this GitHub repo right here. So down here we have usage. Perfect. Okay, install whatever this is. Okay, well, I found the actual website, so we're going to download this bad boy right here, and we're going to download the latest release of GPU RAM drive, which as you can see is very up to date here, so that's always great. Well, okay, setup finished, but drivers or services cannot start. Please try to reboot the computer and then try to run the setup package again. Okay, I guess I will be right back. Okay, I restarted my computer. I'm gonna attempt to run this again. Nope. Okay, well, first, what if we just try to run this as an admin? No, same thing. Okay. I think the next step is to open a command prompt in administrator and turn off driver signatures. So I have never done this before. So we're about to find out if this is a good idea or not. So let's go ahead and try to run this as admin again. And it still didn't work. IM-disk. Okay, so there's the virtual disk driver. It shows up in my installed apps, my programs here that are installed. What if I extract all of this to my desktop here? So now we have this. Now we have GPU RAM drive here. I don't know which one to run. We're just going to run one. Yeah, probably. Okay. Okay, so we have, it detects my graphics card here. So we have this, it detects it. I don't think this is going to work, but let's just set it to 20 gigs of actual storage that we're allocating to it. So we'll have a spare 12 gigabytes of VRAM still. That should be good. Okay, yeah. Well, let me try running the CUDA. Maybe that one works. I don't know why that one would work. Oh my goodness, it worked. Okay, we have a 20 gig drive. I'm glad I checked to see if it was installed and it was just being goofy. It looks like this is here. Let's try and write something to it. Let's do a text document. Perfect. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's try and save something to it. Close. Oh my gosh. And copying it back over. Yep. Wow. Okay. So that just worked. We have task manager here. So it uses up the dedicated GPU memory. So you can see here, we're using that much. So, okay. So what we have left is our VRAM buffer here. We have like just under 10 gigs of VRAM available. Well, I'm glad this worked. I didn't expect that to work. Software does not work like that. Stuff does not work. I didn't want to have to load up Linux on a separate drive. It's also a lot funnier to do this in Windows, I think. Now that this is working, I think we should spin up a Linux VM on this. Actually, before I do that, I want to see how fast this is, how fast this shows up on Crystal Disk Mark. So I'm going to go ahead and open this and let's see. Yep, it detects it. 0 out of 20 gigabytes used. Okay. Okay, so the read is actually quite fast. It's as fast as an NVMe. That's great. We are getting speeds just as fast as my boot drive, basically, which is really quite hilarious. Well, I think it is time to spin up a virtual machine inside of this graphics card drive. I don't know what you'd call this, honestly. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to be using VMware Workstation Pro. VMware is important because it allows us to essentially create a computer inside a computer. It's pretty powerful and it's free, and I like it a lot more than VirtualBox, so we're going to be doing that. I am going to be using Ubuntu for this example because it's actually one of the few big Linux distros that I literally have not touched at all. I'm pretty sure I've never used this, which is really funny. I've used everything else, but I've never used Ubuntu, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to give it a name called 5090 Drive. Perfect. We'll just do hello password 12345 12345 boom. Okay, and this is where we want to change it. This is the important part. We're gonna go down to this PC and we're gonna select local disk R. That is our 20 gig drive or partition that we have allocated from our GPU's VRAM. So we're gonna hit OK. We can just keep the name as the default Ubuntu 64-bit. I'm gonna change this to 18. Unacceptable. Okay, 18. Yeah, just 18. That's good. So I only have one processor, but I'm gonna give it like 8 virtual cores. That should be fine. This shouldn't be too bad. 16 gigs of RAM and 8 gigabytes of VRAM. That's a pretty decent computer, you know? That's like a decent, that's pretty good. Let's hit finish. Let's do this in full screen here. Okay. Oh, okay. We are in the setup. We are officially in the Ubuntu setup here inside of VMware. So let's go ahead and hit English. We want to install graphics drivers for our GPU. We're doing this again, 5090 drive. Beautiful. This username is invalid. 5090 990 drive. Can I add spaces in there? Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's install this. Oh man, I can't believe. Oh, system program. No, I don't care. Just install, bro. I will be back once this is done. Okay, so I've let this run for a while and I think it's broken. Like it's not getting past this at all. I think there might be too little space for Ubuntu or something else happened. So, okay, I'm just gonna delete this because it's not working, I don't think, and I don't want to wait here forever and wait for it to maybe work when I highly doubt it's gonna work. So, I am going to download a much lighter Linux distro. Okay, since Ubuntu unfortunately wasn't working, I decided to grab my handy dandy and always trustworthy Linux Mint XFCE. Okay, there's the good old Linux Mint logo. Okay, let's go ahead and just install it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's logging automatically. Alright, hopefully this works. Linux Mint's like the easiest thing ever. I've had 0 issues with it, really. I'm hoping this works. I guess we'll find out in a bit. Well, I have encountered something I did not see even with Ubuntu. Not exactly sure what this means. Okay, I spent way too long on that, but essentially what I ended up doing was installing it on my main boot drive and then copying it over to the virtual disk. It seems to have worked. First order of business, I think, would be to play some Minecraft. Let's go download that. All right. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Sick. That was very easy. Okay. Perfect. It's here. Create a new key. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Oh, well, we got another this operation failed, yada 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 crap. I'm going to install Minecraft on the main drive and then copy everything over and see if that works maybe. So as you can see here, I have it says Ubuntu, it's Linux Mint. I have the folder here with all the VMware files and the operating system, and I am going to copy them onto the virtual drive here, which is disk R. Should transfer very, very fast. That's crazy. So now we're going to come back to VMware. We're going to go open. I'm going to hit the Ubuntu 64bit.vmx here. There we go. That's the correct one. We're going to go ahead and power it on. And I'm going to say I copied it. This should load like before. Interesting. Does the Minecraft launcher? It does. Now we have this, so let's see if this launches. I think it's working. I can hear the delay. Oh gosh. Let's name this I Beg You VRAM. I'm gonna do easy world. I'm just gonna do a super flat because they load really quick. Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, the mouse sensitivity is a little jank. Okay, wow. Oh, wait. Oh, I did something. I changed something, but now it's really okay. I mean, this is playable. It's just really bad. And it okay. There goes the tree. Okay. Oh, it's back. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Oh no, those doors. That's not good. What does it report? Okay. Well, it reports 8 cores of my CPU. I don't know about the GPU. I think that's just the GPU pass through there. Oh my goodness gracious. The windows are just gone. Oh, okay. Okay, mouse. Whatever you say. Okay, let's see what it does when we just make like a normal world. I'm curious. Okay. It loaded it completely fine. I don't think that's the problem. The problem is everything else. Everything else is the problem. Like, it's like trying its best. It's trying its best. I'm gonna go see what happens if we go to, like, water. Oh, yeah, water's just broken, too. Yeah, it's not too surprising. Seems like certain... Okay. Whoa. This is crazy. Okay. I think that concludes the Minecraft test. It works. Linux virtual machine running on my graphics card's VRAM plays Minecraft. Let's see if we can do like some playback on here. Let's see if we can go to YouTube and like play back a video. I think we can. Okay. Let's see. We need to bump up the quality. This is terrible. 4K. There we go. Oh yeah, dude. It's smooth as butter. Let's see. Jump around. Yeah, dude, no problem. We successfully got Minecraft working. I think that's the most important test, is that gaming works. I would try Steam, but I don't want to break this more than it's already broken. It runs Minecraft, kind of. So I consider this a success. Now, let's see what happens with the virtual machine when I just unmount it. Yep, there it goes. It's gone. There's the same error. Except this time it's because the entire drive has just disappeared, it vanished out of existence. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this goofy little video. I'm going to clean up my virtual machines here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.